Hello, Woobat Nation, and welcome to Week 5 of the Regal Draft League. This week, we are facing off against one of the scariest teams in the league, the Gothenburg Gothitelles. And as you can see, this is a very, very bulky offensive team with a lot of counters to what we have. But digging a little deeper, you start to realize that some of the more powerful ones just don't work into us. Rillaboom gets absolutely decimated by Baxcalibur, a Bomber Snow, Stewie and Braviary. Gastrodon doesn't like taking on Jumpluff or a Bomber Snow. Inteleon, while it does provide screen support, pretty useless. Berserker is really useless into a team containing Toxicroak and Urshifu. So we are left. This is what I think they'll be bringing. Zapdos, Hydreigon, Alolan Muck, Medicham, Heatran, Mimikyu. Zapdos and Mimikyu are their typical speed control options. Looking at their previous matches, they tend more to lean towards the Tailwind rather than Trick Room. But they've in previous matches they have pivoted into Trick Room mode a few times. Heatran is very good into our team. Fire move, just obliterate a Bomber Snow, Jumpluff. It's good into Baxcalibur, even if it does give Baxcalibur a attack boost. Baxcalibur, even though it is neutral damage, will struggle to take more than one Heat Wave or Flamethrower from Heatran. And then, of course, it being a Steel type, it can one-shot our Gardevoir if we're not EV'd accordingly. The two really troublesome mons that they have, though, are Hydreigon and Muck. Hydreigon, being a Dark type, is completely immune to Psychic moves. That makes it very difficult for us to bring in Gardevoir, Mesprit, Braviary. They're all going to have a tough time against Hydreigon. Muck is even worse. Muck completely walls out most of our team. That is the mon that's given me the most trouble in prep. We don't have anything that can hit it for super effective damage, naturally. It's immune to Prankster Taunt from Tornadus. And it has a pretty good move pool that can hit everything we have, basically. So if it starts setting up with a minimize, we're screwed. But this is where the team comes in. Gardevoir is our solution. It's not Prankster, so Gardevoir can taunt it. We've EV'd it to outspeed a full speed Muck if they do go crazy and decide to go 252 club. And if it has managed to get up a minimize or two, Gardevoir has access to Aura Sphere. Aura Sphere doesn't check accuracy, so evasion completely wasted. I looked into so many different ways to beat that mon, and I came close to running skill swap physical Mesprit with Drain Punch so that if it is Power of Alchemy Muck with Medicham alongside it, then Mesprit can skill swap Pure Power away from Medicham, giving it an attack boost, and then just sit there with Leftovers, Protect, Drain Punch just being an absolute nuisance. Massive shout out to Pikachu for giving me that idea a couple of weeks ago with his physical Azolf set. But Mesprit didn't really give me anything outside of that matchup, so gone for Gardevoir. Life Orb Gardevoir with Moonblast can deal good damage to anything. But Gardevoir is the backup plan. The main team is going to consist of Tornadus, Toxicroak, Baxcalibur, Abomasnow. Let's start with Tornadus. So, the most important thing for me when building an EV spread is getting the speed tier right. So for Tornadus, we wanted it to outspeed Rillaboom if they bring Rillaboom. So we knew we were already going to be 156 EVs down. This week, I want it to have a bit more staying power. They don't have many mons that can hit Tornadus for super effective. They can run Rock Slide on Muck. They can run, and then they've obviously got Thunderbolt on Zapdos, which is why we're not leading with Tornadus. So it's EV to live anything that it needs to live, and then we've given it a bunch of offense. Because we didn't need to go timid, we've managed to go modest. It's now going to hit fairly hard. I still don't like Bleak Windstorm. I do find it a very underwhelming move. So we have gone with Air Slash. Air Slash, Tailwind, Taunt. We can, if we want to, lead Tornadus into Zapdos. Taunt the Zapdos to stop it getting up Tailwind and take it out with whatever's next to it. But I'd rather not. Next up, we have Toxicroak. Again, Toxicroak, just like previous weeks, it's there as a fake out bot, basically. It's going to hit things hard. Because they've run screens in Teleon in previous matches, I've opted for Brick Break. So if they try and go with some setup that's going to make Alolan Muck even bulkier and harder to remove, Brick Break Toxicroak is going to take care of that for us. I didn't know what item to put on him, so I've given him the Expert Belt. If they want to go Terra Fairy on a couple of their mons, which is the Terra type that makes the most sense, not only are we going to get stab bonus for Poison Jab, Expert Belt's going to make it even stronger. It made sense in my head. I don't really think we need something like a Citrus Berry or a Sash on Toxicroak. Speed tier, we've gone with 119 because at 0 speed investment, Hydreigon is 118. They've got a few mons with that the typical set hovers around that 115 mark. So I thought if we're going to go 115, 116, we might as well outspeed Hydreigon if they don't have any speed investment. Third on our opening four is going to be Baxcalibur. I struggled to find a use for Urshifu this week. So we're going all out offense backs. Again, it's EV'd to that 119 benchmark that I set for this week. I've then given it a ton of bulk and as much attack as I could afford. Slapped on a choice band. Ironhead, if they want to go any Fairy Terrors. Stomping Tantrum will deal with Alola Muck. The great thing about Stomping Tantrum is if it does get up a minimize, making Stomping Tantrum 60% accurate, the following turn, Stomping Tantrum power doubles. Breaking Swipe, Stab, Spread Move, lowers opponent's attack. So if they do start Swords Dancing or Bulk Up or any of that, then Breaking Swipe will bring that down a bit. And then, of course, Ice Shard for priority. And coming off Choice Band, it hits hard. The last of our opening four is going to be Abomasnow. Abomasnow coming in, doing Abomasnow things. Set up a Snow, set up Aurora Veil, spam Blizzard, we good. Now, the good thing about Blizzard is it cannot miss in snow. Now, I'm taking that to mean that no matter how high Muck's evasiveness gets, Blizzard can't miss while the snow is up. For that reason, I'm kind of torn between a few options on the item. Light Clay is nice to extend Aurora Veil, but I think having the extra turns on snow, so I might switch out Light Clay for Icy Rock. The other thing I've considered is going with Icicle Plate to make those blizzards that little bit stronger. But I do think the Icy Rock or the Light Clay are going to be more valuable than an extra 20% damage on Blizzard. Especially when it comes to that late game showdown with Muck. Having those extra 3 turns actually of Icy Rock is going to be a lot better, I think. The other two we have are Gardevoir, who I've already mentioned is our designated Muck counter. Can taunt it, can hit it with Aura Sphere. It's EV to outspeed a max speed Muck. It'll live anything that Heatran, Zapdos, Hydreigon throw at it, and it's EV to live a knockoff from Muck at, I think it was 95%. And then everything else gone into special attack. Terra Fighting Aura Sphere is about 60% to an Assault Vested Muck. And then finally, making their debut, we have Jumpluff. Jumpluff is one of my favourite Pokemon for doubles. Now, it is almost as bulky as an Amoonguss, and it's faster. The main trouble I have with Jumpluff, and a lot of people have with Jumpluff, is the fact that Sleep Powder isn't 100% accurate. But we don't need Sleep Powder this week. We've gone Rage Powder for redirection. We've gone with Worry Seed. Worry Seed will make it so that Muck can't take pure power from Medicham. We see Medicham, we can swap in, we can Worry Seed away Medicham's pure power, kill it, and then instead of having pure power, Muck now has Insomnia. Pollen Puff it's not going to deal a great deal of damage coming off of 91 special attack, but we can use it to heal back Excalibur, a Bomber Snow, Gardevoir. We can use it for a little bit of chip damage. It deals about 10% to most of their dark types. It's not going to do huge damage, but it does something. That little bit of chip can make the difference between something living for an extra turn or not. We have EV'd it to outspeed a max speed Heatran. If it goes Terra Grass, we can chip it with a Pollen Puff, or we can just get the heck out of there. And that is it for this week's Team Builder. I have to say I'm not overly confident this week. I think we've got a very, very tough match ahead of us. Okay, battle time. Actually, really rather nervous again. I take that back. I'm not really nervous. I'm just not expecting to win. I'm not entirely sure how well this team's going to perform. But it's all set up. It's ready to go. And I've done everything I can with it. It's just a case of playing. Trying to play better than Fluffo. Going to try and do a bit better with my commentary this time around as well. One thing I know I am not the best at, because I'm not too experienced yet at VGC. I kind of go on autopilot, and it's a bit difficult to explain my thought process at times, especially if things aren't going so well. He's actually bringing Rilla and Berserker. I did not expect that. He's gone Flying Terror on Muck. That makes things a bit easier for me. Yeah. Let's go with... Let's assume the Zapdos lead and go Tox backs with Torna Bomber in the background. Yeah, I've got Eagles. Yeah, he's gone Trick Room. Yeah. So, what we need to do then, he's going to fake out with Berserker. So, we've just got to go and deal with it. Let's fake out the Berserker to stop him faking out backs. And then we Iron Head the Mimikyu. Yeah, he's protected. That's fine. Yep. Knew that was going to happen. So here, I'm expecting him to swap out the Mimikyu, to be honest. So, let's do that. Lionhead the Mimikyu again, just because. The Mimikyu will swap out to preserve it. And I'm expecting probably a Muck to come in Either Muck or Rilla. I don't see what else you'll have in the back. Zapdos doesn't fit Trick Room. Muck is actually very good in Trick Room. I didn't realise Berserker got player off. Oh, Heatran. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Heatran's Terra Fairy. So I am going to Tech Toxicroak. I'm going to bring in Tornadus just in case Heatran goes for a fire move. Yeah, there's the fairy type. Why he Terra Fairy? Yeah, there we go. I was going to say why he Terra Fairy, but that Iron Head from Berserker probably would have KO'd. Went for Flash Cannon on the Croak. Interesting, interesting. Don't really have a switch in now. But at the same time, a Bomber Snow isn't really giving me anything here. Let's do that. Let's protect. That's fine. Not sure if this is going to work, but let's Terra Ground to make us take less damage from the steel. And then probably going to lose the Tornadus now. Just, it's not good. That is not good at all. But I'd rather lose the Torn than lose the Toxicroak. So we need double protect. Yeah, protect failed. That's fine. Oh, it didn't KO. Now we go first. Now we go first. We're stuck on Iron Head, unfortunately. That Heatran living was annoying. Berserker could have Bullet Punch. But Brick Break at Berserker should KO. Question is, what's his fourth? Yeah, there's the Iron Head. Yeah, it's Brick Break. Muck. Okay, and he can't Terra now. Okay, this... Ugh. This is going to be annoying. Muck is Dark and Poison. Just gonna have to break it. Yeah. Oh, nice, we got the flinch. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, that was crazy. That was crazy. What do we do differently this time? We got the... He's going to go Trick Room again. You know what? I'm going to go exactly the same. This goes to a game 3, then maybe I change it. But yeah, exact same. What is he leading with this time? Mimikyu, Rilla. Okay. We can't stop Mimikyu getting up Trick Room unless we double into it. If we double into it, Rilla's going to fake one of us out. So we fake out the Rilla. To be honest with you, I think we just breaking swipe. Yeah. Yeah, Heatran came in. Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Now, hmm. I think we poison jab the Mimikyu. We bring in a Abomasnow. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. This turn. This turn, I think we double protect. Waste a turn of Trick Room. See what they're targeting with the Heatran. And then hopefully get up Aurora Veil. I think Abomasnow should underspeed Heatran. Abomasnow's got no speed investment. I think Abomasnow should underspeed Heatran. Yeah, he's gone for Heat Wave. But if Abomasnow is slower than Heatran, then Abomasnow should be able to get up Aurora Veil. We're going to Poison Jab Mimikyu, and then we're going to Aurora Veil. We've got to take this risk. Unless he's got a minus speed nature. Yes, we got it. That's fine. Bomber did his job. Protect. Terror Ground. Ironhead the Heatran. That Para on Toxicroak is quite nice though, because that now lets us be slower probably than the Zapdos. And maybe the Heatran, to be honest with you. Should have had another piece somewhere with all the base speeds, but I wasn't expecting to be playing this game in Trick Room. To be honest, I think if this goes to game 3, I'm going to leave Tornadus at home. This is the last turn of Trick Room. He's big thinking about this. Big thinking. There's Rilla coming out, that's fine. Waited out his own Trick Room. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Let's Poison Jab the Heatran. Swap into Torn. I don't want a Wood Hammer coming out and put in Baxcalibur. We now know all 4 Mons. I did 0 calcs for Rilla, other than making sure that Tornadus outspeeds. Okay. Now we have a little bit of a problem, because with that Para, Heatran outspeeds Toxicroak. Not entirely sure if don't think we can one-shot a Rillaboom with Tornadus from here. Should be able to take out the Heatran. The question is, do I Tailwind? No, you know what? I'm going to double into the Rilla. Mimikyu came out. That was very well played. Very, very well played. Do I care about the Mimikyu? Is the question. I'm going to say no. Both of those should go before Rilla can move, which should hopefully take the Rilla out. I think Woodhammer or one-shot Baxcalibur from here. From full. We've got a lot of bulk, but I don't think we survive that. But Banded Ice Shard plus Air Slash Should be enough. Oh, fake out. Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Because now we didn't move. So we can Ironhead the Mimikyu, and Air Slash will take out Rilla. Oh, what? What? No way! Of course. Trick Room. I should have eye-sharded. You idiot. Okay. Game 3. Do I want to switch it up this time? What can I do? What can I do this time? What can I do differently this time? I know. He's going to bring the same 4. I'm going to lead with Taunt, and I'm going to taunt the Mimikyu. I haven't used it once so far. I'm going to lead like this. And I'm going to bring Axe and Croak in the back. Ah, nuts. He brought the Berserker. Oh, nice. He went into the Bomber Snow. Beautiful. Yeah, no, that's fine. Trick Room, you had Mirror Herb. Mirror Herb, that is completely fine with me. Now we can get Torn out of there. Yeah, let's get the Aurora Veil up. Might as well. No. Protect. Yep, it's fairy type, that's fine. Just got faked out. Oh, he's Flame Body. Interesting. Very interesting. Did not expect that. Iron Heading. Right, yeah. Don't want to swap him backs yet. Probably going to have to let a Bomber Snow. What we do is protect here. Bring in Torn. Last turn of Trick Room, so double switch. That's fine. Now, poison jab the Rilla. Don't mimic you. Yeah, fake out. Yeah, he's got his trick room back up again. Tornadus isn't grounded anymore, so don't think Toxicroak is going to underspeed Rillaboom. So Toxicroak is 119. No, we won't. We won't underspeed the Rillaboom. I really don't want to sack off a Bomber Snow, but I think we might have to. Or we could double protect. Then that leaves us open next turn. This is hard, this is hard, this is hard. I should have Ghost Terrored Tornadus. Oh, we survived. I went for the wrong target. Now. Oh, this is so hard. This is so hard. I think Rilla survives another turn. I don't think the poison is going to kill him. The burn on Toxicroak is a bit of a nightmare. We underspeed the Mimikyu. I'm going to have to sack off a Bomber Snow. Yeah, that's fine. Now we lose both. Oh, it missed! Oh, nice. That was lucky. That was very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. We can't win. We absolutely cannot win. Wait, Snow's not up. Why is Snow not up? That's weird. Last turn of Trick Room. We are a little bit screwed. I don't understand why it's not snowing. It was still snowing when a Bomber Snow came out. That's why. My choice of item messed things up a bit. You know what? I'm going to Ironhead Heatran. We're going to Aurora Veil. Aurora Veil should go up first unless Berserker fakes out, which she probably will. Stop it happening. No. Go with the first one. Berserker's going to fake out backs, probably. I can't protect backs at all. I'm going to go with it. Gotta try and get the Aurora Veil up. I think that's the only way we win this. We're locked into Ironhead now. I don't think Stomping Tantrum might have KO'd. Ironhead's going to be resisted and not super effective on Berserker. I think Berserker probably wins this. Yeah. Oh, I went for Aurora Veil when it wasn't snowing. Right then. Match review. I think the pressure got to me. Game one, I don't think I played too badly. There were some questionable decisions, but it was a really close battle. And given that overall Fluffy's team is so much better than mine, and he played incredibly well, I'm not too unhappy with my performance. The only thing I will say is that right here, I think I got bailed out by the flinch. Judging by the numbers, I don't think we could have won if Muck had KO'd either Toxicroak or Backs. I imagine he was targeting Backs that turn. And I think takes out Backs. We then go Brick Break into Muck, and then it all depends on what move they use into Toxicroak. So potentially bailed out by the flinch, potentially not. Not entirely sure. Now, games 2 and 3, I am pretty pissed with myself for how I played the end game in both, because I played pretty well in both games up to the final probably 3 or 4 turns. Game 2, I should have led with Fake Out plus Taunt. Yes, Mimikyu ended up having Mirror Herb, so it wouldn't have given me the result I would hope for, but it would have at least let me see that, so that in game 3 I wouldn't have brought Tornadus. Kind of the main thing that threw me off through the whole set was the fact that they brought Rilla. If they don't bring Rilla, ground back Excalibur just completely runs over the team. But they brought Rilla. I played around it quite well for the most part. But there's a couple of things like the incorrect lead on game 2. Then in the end game, forgetting about Trick Room. So, right here. Forgetting Trick Room was up here as the biggest misplay possible. I shard KO's Rillaboom from this range. So I shard into Rilla, protect Torn. The way the turn played out, we'd have ended up with both Backs and Torn still on the field. He can't take out Backs in one hit from this range with anything Mimikyu has. So we win the game. If I had not clicked that Iron Head button, we win 2-0. Simple. Game 3, I think I played okay. There was a couple of misplays through the game. I should have led Fake Out. We got lucky that they targeted a Bomber Snow with their Fake Out instead of Torn. Then we got burnt on Toxicroak, which completely nerfed his damage. But that's what Flame Body's there for. I can't be too unhappy about that. I think the main thing was later on in the game. So here, he's just double swapped, sending out Mimikyu and Rillaboom. I can't Fake Out with Toxicroak. So what I should have done is gone Ghost Terror and Tornadus and taunted the Mimikyu. That would have completely shut down their Trick Room and probably won me the game. Yes, it would have made Excalibur weak because I wouldn't have been able to terror ground, but it would have stopped the Trick Room and I could have played around it. I'd gone Terror Ghost blocks the Fake Out. Poison Jab from Toxicroak does a decent chunk of damage. We taunt Mimikyu. There's no Trick Room. Poison Jab does 42%. So we'd be in a good spot because we can. There's no Trick Room. Toxicroak takes out Rillaboom the next turn. And then on this next turn here, for whatever reason, I targeted Mimikyu instead of Rillaboom. So here, for whatever reason, I protect Torn and then Poison Jab into Mimikyu. I don't understand why I did that at all. If I'd taken out the Rilla there, makes the end game so much easier. Speaking of the end game, this turn right here, what I have selected right now is the exact right thing I should have done, other than not swapping in back Excalibur in the first place. That I should have sacked off Tornadus, kept back safe. But I'd been talking about how snow had stopped. Now I didn't have snow anymore because I'd had the Icy Rock on a Bomber Snow to help me in the end game versus Muck. But for me to go for Aurora Veil there was just the dumbest move possible. For me to have backs out at that point wasn't the best play, but backs is absolutely my win con. If I'd looked and seen that snow was still up, and I guess this is me not being used to playing on Showdown too much yet. If I'd looked and seen snow still up, trickling still up, grassy terrain still on the field, blah, 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 all that stuff, I'd have swapped in Tornadus, not a Bomber Snow, protected, waited out those last couple of turns of snow, then brought in a Bomber Snow. It's so many silly little mistakes I made in the end game of this match. I don't think there was anything I could have done in the game 3 to win it. The main thing was the end of game 2. The end game of game 2, if I'd gone with the Ice Shard, I win that. Game 3 never happens. Inexperience, silly mistakes, is what it is. Fluffwell paid really, really well. Threw me for a loop again with the Rillaboom coming when I honestly, there's no way I'd have brought Rillaboom into my team. But he made it work. He absolutely made it work. Overall, I'm a bit annoyed at myself for the mistakes I made, but I don't think I played that badly. It's just little things. Starting to lose. 2 and 3 now, but we're still in with a shout at playoffs. Week 6, we have Ted and the Sky Strikers on cart, which will be fun. It's another really, really hard matchup. To be honest, all of my matchups in the run-in are hard matches. But I think we're going to have a little bit of fun for the last few matches. Not getting too downhearted about the defeat. On to week 6.